The event of Ghadeer. In the narrations of Sunni Scholars. Ibn Athir. The Prophet was returning from the farewell pilgrimage when he reached s.a.w.a with more than 100,000 companions. It was a place called Kum, where the routes separated the caravans of Medina, Syria and Egypt. Sa'd bin Abi Waqqas. The Prophet waited for those who had fallen behind to arrive, and for those who had walked ahead to return. There were 5 big thorny trees nearby. The Prophet said that no one should sit under big trees. Ibn Maghazali. The weather was hot and scorching. People wore a part of their robes on their heads and put a part of it under their feet so that their feet would not burn. Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. Prophet said that they should clean under the trees, remove their thorns and debris, and prepare the place for prayer. After a call to prayer, he stood up, went under the trees and said his prayers. After the prayer was over, he went to a high place prepared with the camels' saddles, paused a moment, then turned to the people and said, Ali bin Abdullah Samhudi, praise is exclusively for the essence of God. We ask for His help and believe in Him, and we trust in Him. There is no guide for the misguided except Him, and the one whom He has guided will never mislead others. I bear witness that there is none worthy to be worshipped but He, and I am His messenger. Ibn Asakir. However, the merciful and the wise God has informed me that no prophet lives except half the life of the previous prophet. Jesus, son of Mary, lived amongst his people for 40 years, and I have completed my mission in 20 years. We are responsible for our duties. Ibn Majah. The people said, we bear witness that you conveyed the message and did not neglect to advise us and strived for your duties. May God reward you well. Ibn Abdul Barr. The Prophet said, know that I will go to another world sooner than you, and all of you will reach me by the pool of Kawthar. Abu Isa Tirmidhi. When you reach me by the pool, I will ask you about 2 precious and valuable things. So be careful and be afraid of how you will treat them after me. The Book of God and my family, Ahlul Bayt. Ibn Uqda. If you preserve your relationship with these 2, you will never go astray. The 2 will never separate from each other until they reach me again by the pool of Kawthar. Tabarani. Then the Prophet struck Ali's arm and grabbed his wrist and lifted it up. Ibn Uqda. And then he raised Ali's hand so high that under both their armpits could be seen. He wanted everyone to see. Ibn Abdul Barr. Ali's hand was still high when the Prophet asked, am I not the most preferred of you in relation to yourselves? Muhammad ibn Majah. People answered, yes, O Messenger of God. The Prophet repeated his question several times, and the companions repeated the same answer and said that you have priority over us in relation to ourselves. Ahmad bin Hanbal. As the Prophet had Ali's hand in his hand, he said, whoever I am his master, this Ali is also his master. The book of the history of the caliphs. Ali is guardian and responsible for the deeds of all those whom I have been the master of. He is the master of every believing man and woman. Kitab Fara'id al-Samatayn. O God, help him and through him help the Muslims. O God, make him subject to your mercy and compassion. Abu Abdullah Thaqafi. Then he said, those who are present should convey this news to those who are not. bin Mu'ayyid Hamwini. The Prophet ended his speech, and the people had not yet dispersed when the verse was revealed. Today I have completed your religion. Khatib Baghdadi. The Prophet said, Allahu Akbar, on completion of the religion and completion of the blessings and making God happy with my mission and the guardianship of Ali. Sayyid Mahmud Alusi. People in groups congratulated Ali, and Umar ibn al-Khattab said to Ali, Blessed are you that today you are guardian of every believer.